Once upon a time, in a land far south, there was a war. This war was between Mexicans and Texans. Long ago, Texas was a colony called Tejas. Tejanos are people of Spanish heritage who consider Texas their home. In 1821, Mexico successfully gained independence from Spain. Yeehaw! Soon, the fellow Mexicans feared native Indians would attack them, so they encouraged more people to settle in Texas so they could help defend against the natives. Soon after that, Americans outnumbered Tejanos 6-1. Tensions began to brew between Americans and Mexicans in 1830. Yee doggy! The laws that the Mexicans had seemed unfair to the Americans that came there. One of the reasons that they got mad was because all the documents were in Spanish, so they couldn't read anything. Another reason was that Mexico outlawed slavery. That made Texans extremely upset because it made farming difficult. Also, there was no more liquor. The Tejanos were angry at the Americans because they thought they were getting special treatment. This caused many revolts by the Mexicans. The Mexican government cracked down and made laws that made even more protests. The first law was that Mexico closed the state to immigration. Second, it made Texans pay taxes for the first time. Lastly, they sent more Mexican troops to enforce these laws. Stephen Austin was the leader of the Texas colony. His father's last dying wish was for him to colonize Texas. He did this even though he wanted to be a lawyer. In 1833, Austin set off for Mexico City with a petition. It said that Texas should be able to be a self-governing state. Once Austin got to Mexico City, he met General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, the Mexican president at the time. Santa Anna agreed to all the ideas of the petition until he heard about the letter that Austin had written that said he would support breaking away from Mexico. This means war. Ah, my leg!
After a few attempts to weaken the Texans, Santa Anna and 600 troops headed for Texas. On March 1st and 2nd, 1836, the Texans met and decided to declare Texas as a free independent state. Sam Houston, the only person with military experience at the meeting, was appointed the general of the army. At this time, the army consisted of 420 men at Fort Goliad, 183 volunteers at the Alamo. This included famous Davy Crockett and Jim Bowie. In addition, Juan Sanguin led a band of 25 Tejanos. On February 24th, the Mexicans began to attack the Alamo. This started the Battle of the Alamo. The Alamo defenders held off the Mexican army for 12 days. On day 13, Santa Anna sent 1,800 troops. They were met by firing of guns and cannons until they ran out of ammo. After that, they got smoked. Only 5 of the defeaters survived the battle. The Texans lost this war. The next battle was the Battle of the San Jacinto. The Mexican army caught up with Sam Houston near the San Jacinto River. In late afternoon, Houston and his army stormed their camp with screaming, "Remember the Alamo." In 18 minutes, the Texans killed more than half of the Mexican army. Santa Anna was forced to sign the treaty giving Texas freedom. Texas was free. Texas got the nickname the Lone Star Republic because the Texans rose a flag with a star in September 1836. They asked the U.S. if they could become part of the Union. They said no because they thought it would become a slave state and that they caused problems with Mexico.